And a good afternoon to Jake Ferguson. How the heck are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. How you guys doing?
We're doing wonderful. Man, we mentioned the 14 catches through 2 games last week. Then you went out and put up another 13. What do you think about all the targets and the catches you're getting right now?
Yeah, I mean, never complaining about that. Obviously, I know a lot of them were, check downs and stuff, but opportunities to get a little bit of yak and, get after it. So, never, like I said, never complaining.
Are you getting frustrated not being able to just wiggle loose in the open field and show off the yak skills?
A couple times. There's a couple shoelace ones that have got me down, and, maybe my ankle was twisting, and I was just like, But, yeah, I'm itching for one. It's coming.
Where does that game rank on the most exhausted you've ever been playing football?
It was actually high. Like, I'm a Midwest guy, but it was actually surprisingly really hot in that game. And then, I was cooked there was one point, I think it was right before I had a catch. It was literally, it was. And I looked off to the sideline. I was like, God, like I just caught 2 of them or something. I was like, guys, come on. And he goes, one more, it's your play. I'm like, all right. And then I ended up catching it. But, yeah, that was.
Is that the toughest situation to be in when you're running like you just know every play is going to be a 20, 30-yard run and just keep coming back and it's no huddle?
Yeah, I mean, that's a moment we call biting it down on the bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the racehorses.
Racehorses, yeah, you got it, man.
You just gotta dial in. But that was the focus of mine this week, was a little bit of the conditioning.
How extensive is like the training camp conditioning test? Like, how much is? I know you guys had to run gassers because y'all were all fighting with each other at one point in camp, which was fun. We appreciated it.
That's love. Yeah. You're definitely getting into that into the shape. You know what I mean? But I think, honestly, I think there's nothing really like a game, especially when you go 2 minute and you're 2 minute for more than the actual 2 minutes. Like, majority of the games, I'm usually good. Like I'm breathing. Don't get me wrong, I'll be breathing hard on a couple plays, but never like that where it was 2 minute and then I don't even remember how many catches I had in one of the drives, but then I had a couple just like love of the game routes is what I call them, and just clear out routes. But yeah, no, I was shot, but this week was working a little bit and had a couple good days, so was able to run a little bit after practice. So
okay, so Eric brought up fighting, and I remember reading this story in the morning news. Did you almost get punched by a mom at a Pee Wee game?
Yeah, that's crazy. I did not know that got out there.
What a pull!
Yeah, that's a crazy pull. Yeah, I did. It was a JV football game. It was my freshman year, and so I was a defensive guy. Like the first time I started playing tight end was college. So I was always defensive. I mean, I had a couple offers for defense. I love defense. My whole family's defense. And that's what I love to do. And so this guy decided he wanted to run down the sideline. And I kind of hit him pretty hard, and he flew out of the sideline and was like, I don't like seeing people get hurt, but I think he had the wind knocked out of him. I don't know if he's out there listening, but hit him, and then all of a sudden, this lady came up to me and was like swinging on me, like probably got at least 4 or 5 good shots in before I even realized what was going on. And then like my guys got me or whatever, and I was like, what just happened? And then I went into our athletic director, and they're like, yeah, that's not the first time. I was like, dang, all right, yeah. So no, it was crazy. Gosh. Yeah, it was wicked.
Now, was this with your helmet was still on?
Oh yeah. That's why I don't really care about it. Like if my helmet was off, she probably would have pieced me, honestly. but yeah, I mean, I got my helmet on. She probably had some bruised knuckles after that.
She sounds like a baddie.
Little Milfy?
No, I'm engaged, man.
Good call.
Jake Ferguson Show brought to you by Miller Lite, proud sponsor of the Cowboys. It looks like everybody's picking the Packers here. What do you guys have to do to have everybody eating crow on Monday morning?
Yeah, I think it just comes down to execution, and it's honestly it's next man up mentality. Like, it doesn't matter who goes down. This is the NFL. You're brought here for a reason. We got to have that mentality with some of these young guys coming up, and as well as like some of us older guys, like I can't believe I'm an older guy. We just just holding it down. You know what I mean? And it just comes, like I said, just comes down to execution. And at the end of the day, just like not having any I can't say what they're called, but shooting yourself in the foot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't have any of those.
The media, obviously, the big deal is the Micah return. Does that get annoying for you guys just hearing about Micah?
Yeah, I mean, every week we play good guys. Every week we play. It's just he was here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you guys have something extra to make sure that he doesn't go crazy against you?
Yeah, man, we're changing our whole. I'm playing quarterback, and no, I mean, you know what I mean. We're gonna play our game. We just gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
execute. Like I said, that's what it all comes down to.
Have to get your thoughts. A little time before you were here, Jason Witten, an all-timer for the Cowboys, nominated to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, or at least the next step in the process. What do you remember about Witt and your reflections on his career?
Yeah, so I'll say this first. Still have never met him, which I'm salty about. However, great player, and his ability to get open. Even in his long career, he was doing it the entire time, and then just they call tight end like the security blanket or whatever, and then just having that relationship with your quarterback, that's my whole goal. Like, as soon as I got here, I mean, you see the posters of him up on the wall in here. But, okay, that's my goal, is to be, for security blanket and be there when he needs me. And, just try to be as reliable as he was when he was here.
Hey, Jake, just kind of watching your guys, the games and the film afterwards, on Mondays and stuff, you guys are doing a great job of working with these tackles on these down blocks and combo blocks and stuff like that. Is it something that is it just kind of a veteran thing? I mean, you got with Span Ford, he's in his second year
Monster,
now, but man, you guys are just hammering these edges, and the running game is kind of benefit from it. How has it been working with those guys? With the two with Steele and then Guyton?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a testament a little bit to our coaches. Coach Riley and then Coach Wells, Lunda and Connor Riley in the tight end room and then O-line room. We don't just do individual. We have little sections where we go work on that for 5 to 10 minutes, and we're really nitpicking the small details. But I mean, like you said, Spanford, the dude's a monster. He's hungry. He's another Big Ten guy, and like I say, when you get Big Ten guys, you get some physicality. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the whole Big Ten was built off gap scheme football. You know what I mean? Right. That's all we run. Power, baby. That's what we started calling power this year, and I'm like, okay, now we're about to have some fun. So, it's awesome watching those guys, and that's what they're built for, Schoon and Brev.
All right, Ferg, I got some of the fan question for you here on our Thursday visit with you, and Alex wants to know, it's a food question, how many tacos could you demolish in a single sitting, your choice of meat?
Okay. So are we talking the little mini tortillas, or are we talking
dealer's choice here?
Okay, we're talking mini tortillas. I'm probably double digits. It doesn't matter what meat is. It could be the carne asada. It could be, chicken, ground beef, whatever you want. I mean, mini ones go down quick, especially if you got a little cup of queso in there too.
Yeah, there you
go. You go queso over guac.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. Queso's unstoppable. And then if we're talking a big normal tortilla, if we're talking enchiladas or something like that, I could probably put down 4 to 5.
Okay.
I love talking enchiladas, man.
My mom makes a seafood enchilada.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Have you guys? What's the deal with these coaches making it rain on you guys today at practice?
Oh, with the dollars? I thought I had to stop for a second and see if it was real. I was about to start picking it up. Hold on a second. But yeah, it was obviously fraudulent. That was crazy. They always come up with something for the little bag drill we do right after stretch.
How do you feel about Sunday Night Football? Anything extra on that?
Yeah, I try not to. I like to stay calm, cool, collected, stay in the moment. But yeah, Sunday Night Football is always awesome.
Well, best of luck putting on a show. Hopefully, you're feasting on plenty of queso in the form of Cheesehead fans there that might be invading AT&T Stadium.
Melt the Cheesehead, I love that.
Yeah, let's go. Give them hell. We'll be pulling for you. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.